Hey everyone, Baron Von Gosu here, and for this week's episode of The Good, the Bad, and the What If, we're taking a look at XCOM2. Joining me are two of RivalCast Media's premier Let's Players, Varyar
Heyo!
and Killer McCoy.
Howdy-o.
Alright, gentlemen, Varyar will have 60 seconds to tell us all about the good. Killer, you've got 60 seconds to tell us all about the bad. And then we'll each take 60 seconds to talk about the what if. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Alright, Varyar, start us off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, there's a lot of things that this game did right. XCOM, obviously, for anyone who's watched my Let's Plays, is one of my favorite franchises, all the way back to the original, including Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within, the brilliant Long War mod, and now XCOM2. I love what they did with XCOM2, where they took XCOM from a, not ragtag, but underdog military, and now it's been beaten, and you have to organize it as a guerrilla movement. I think they did a great job, kind of hand-waving away the necessary things with the story to make it plausible. It really takes it in a different direction, and I like that a lot. I love the character customization. It gives you a lot of options to really flesh out the headcanon that has always been a huge part of XCOM. The backstories that you create in your mind for your soldiers, and now give them a distinct identity. They're very, very visible on the battlefield. I love that. And I love the XCOM mechanics. It's defined the turn-based genre for a long time, and they did a great job updating it, but not cutting anything important. That's what's great about XCOM 2.
All right, Killer, are you ready to talk about the bad?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, sir, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, first off, this game is a great game. So, big things are going to be nitpicking. Graphics-wise, they didn't do a very good job doing an update. I mean, they did an update, but it wasn't like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. This is a completely new game. Which leads to my second problem is they didn't optimize it from the release of the game and people had massive problems playing the game. Of course, they've been patching it to make the game run better, but that's still kind of a misstep on their part. I think the biggest misstep they had, though, was the multiplayer. They didn't do anything with it. It's still basically one-on-one. They didn't innovate it to include new ideas or fancy up to do more things with it. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why they didn't do anything with the multiplayer. I mean, understandably, they did a lot with the campaign, but I wish they had taken more time with the multiplayer.
All right, gentlemen, we each now have 60 seconds to talk about the what if, and I'll go ahead and lead things off. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, you guys really hit it on the head when you guys said earlier that this game, there's not really a whole lot to nitpick on it, and it's not like the game creators promised all these great things and then didn't deliver on it, unlike The Division and a couple other games we talked about and on many of our podcasts and Let's Plays. But one thing I think that would be really interesting and cool to see with an XCOM game is what if you could actually take over a spaceship while it's in flight? The aliens are going around trying to find you, and then you guys have to fly it up like on your own ship, a la Executive Decision, go all Kurt Russell on their ass and sneak into the airship and have to take it over. And there's a couple different things you could do with that. Is either it gives you a nice little bonus to your science discovery to upgrade your technology, or maybe even use it as a Trojan horse to invade and infiltrate enemy territory. I think that'd be fantastic. And the other thing I would say, just real quick, campaign co-op. I would love to see it as a multiplayer function. I don't care how you do it. You could do it as two armies. You could do it as teaming up for one. But I want to see a campaign co-op in the worst freaking way. All right, Varyar, are you ready for your 60 seconds?
Absolutely.
All right. In 3, 2, what if, go.
Well, Baron, it's funny you bring up campaign co-op, because my ideas for some changes would tie in nicely with that. Historically, guerrilla movements such as what XCOM have become are tied to the civilian populations that they inhabit, that they use for recruiting, that they hide in. And that's one thing I'd love to see added more to the strategy layer. I'd love to see some type of PR or propaganda resource. I'd love to see your actions affect the areas that you are working in more than just, hey, you lose an area if you don't stop a retaliation mission. You get more resources if you do. That's the bare bones of what I'm talking about, but I would love to see that expanded more. The nice thing is the modding community in XCOM 2 is already working on these changes. There's tons of new mission types coming out to expand the horizons of the game, give it more replayability. There's new classes. There's all sorts of cosmetics packs. You're gonna see another Long War. It's just a matter of time, and that is an amazing thing.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Killer McCoy, finish us off here.
Alrighty
3,
then.
2, 1, what if, go.
Well, I would like to see the multiplayer expanded. Going on your idea of the campaign co-op, maybe we could do a campaign versus, where one side plays the XCOM while the other side plays the Advent. You could do it like a Civilization game where one guy will do his turn and he'll send a response off to the other guy, so he'll take his turn. But on that, maybe a shorter term multiplayer game is maybe include objective missions for the multiplayer, where one side has to do this while the other side has to do that. Or also include 2 versus 2, where there's more options for people. But maybe also include missions where you actually lead the local resistance, or the local resistance requests you to send some of your fighters and soldiers to help them out. And you have to you get bonuses for doing that, or if you don't do that, you lose local support.
All right, everybody, and now it's time for the $1 million question. Gentlemen, would you recommend this game to the casual gamer? Varyar, go.
Every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Just remember, XCOM is amazing, but it's amazingly hard. It is going to abuse the shit out of you, and that's why it's fun.
Killer?
I totally agree with Varyar. It's a special moment when you beat something very hard. It feels like an achievement. That's something I wouldn't want anyone to miss.
All right, guys, and I have to third this one. This game is amazing. It's definitely worth checking out. Yes, it's going to kick your ass, but trust me, it's going to be worth it, especially to have this good of a turn-based game. This is definitely one you want to check out. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. On behalf of myself, the other Let's Players here, and the rest of the RivalCast Media group, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos on our YouTube channel, RivalCast Media, as well as find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/RivalCast Media.